Hi there, Battletech McWarrior fans. I got hold of my copy of Battletech Aces Scouring Sands. So this isn't available in the UK currently. It's been available in the US and other markets for some time, probably about 2 weeks in Europe. Sorry, the date is the first week in February of 2026. So I've watched quite a few videos on people unboxing and their playthroughs, but I thought I want to do this because it's nice for people to get a fresh perspective. This is my paid copy, by the way, so I'm not sponsored by anybody or anything like that. And just give my thoughts on options and ideas. I'm not a massive Battletech Alpha Strike player as such. I've played maybe 4 games max, I think, in the last year only. And before that, I hadn't played any Alpha Strike. My view of Alpha Strike is that it's not Battletech. And let me define that. Yes, Alpha Strike uses Battletech Universe and it uses the mechs in there, but as two different games, there it's like comparing I don't know, a sports car to a bicycle. They're just two different things, and they do different things in terms of gameplay and what you get from it. And yes, BattleTech is going to be crunchier. Yes, there are more tables, but in BattleTech, the thing I love about BattleTech is not just the lore, which applies to Alpha Strike, which is absolutely brilliant. It's the fact that there's a lot of granularity in every mech design. Every mech has something about it that makes it more unique than most other things in there. Whereas in Alpha Strike, all the numbers get dumbed down and you lose that nuance. So, for example, if I'm playing 3025 Battletech and I know the enemy's got a hunchback, I'm scared. I'm worried about that hunchback with his autocannon 20. In Alpha Strike, you don't care. You're not worried about that autocannon 20. And it's same with the Atlas. When that Atlas comes stomping on the board, you're like, oh my god, I need to keep in long range or get behind that Atlas. Otherwise, I'm in a world of pain. And yes, there are more mechs out there that do more damage than Atlas, but when you get in close, you're still worried about that autocannon 20 smashing your leg off or hitting you in the head or anything like that. You know, all bets are off. Do you know what I mean? Then there are other mechs which excel on the tabletop in terms of classic BattleTech, like the Phoenix Hawk. It's probably very underrated, but I used to have field days with Phoenix Hawks. I used to get behind mechs and just shoot them up and call them. And in Alpha Strike, it's just nothing like that. It's very. Anyway, I don't want to bemoan Alpha Strike because a lot of people love it. I I'm not saying I hate Alpha Strike. It's just not my cup of tea, but I do like coffee. So I guess Alpha Strike is another type of a drink, really. And yes, I do play Alpha Strike. I want to play in the solo campaign. Sorry, not the solo campaign. I want to play in the cooperative campaign because that's what I really like. So I like games which give you the ability to progress and improve your forts and do things and customize it, and you're trying to do best so you like you can get the most salvage so you can get better, bigger things. I like that. I think Alpha Strike does this very. Scouring Sands does this very well. Alpha Strike in the past hasn't been able to do it. Yes, there's been some source books, but apparently this is the one box that you can actually do everything in and have a great time doing it. So let's open it up and see where we're at. Now, before I open this one up, we'll have a look at the back. So you'll see what you get inside, and it does look like a lot. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 minis. The price of this. Oh, they don't have a price on the back. Normally they used to pricing. So this is going for about 80 quid or about $80 in the US. A little bit more than Alpha Strike, but in Alpha Strike I felt you got a lot more. You got like 13 mechs compared to the 9. You got terrain in Alpha Strike. You got a bigger book. I think I think there's a cost element in here because it's the card components are costing them a lot more because you've got the 66 aces cards in there, plus you've got the Alpha Strike cards, plus you've got the agility cards, plus you've got the Battlefield support cards. There's a lot more cards which I think have eaten into their budget for what they could do with this. But we'll have a look inside and see what we think. In terms of the mechs, I'm happy that they've given us a Marauder 2C and the Thunderbolt 2C. The others, I would say, would be disappointing choices. Yes, this is supposed to be a Jade Falcon force, so they're like the Solomar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You would have thought they were giving you 10 units, so you make 2 stars. But I guess this is the pool of mechs and units that you can pull from. I'm assuming. I just think the mech choices seem to be a bit lackluster. I'm not a big fan of missile boats. I don't know why. They've never really appealed to me. I know people love them. I've got a couple of players who just love missile boats and sitting back and just unleashing a world of pain. But let's have a look inside and see what we've got. I know there's been some issues with the quality of these box sets. That the Marauder 2C arms break because the box isn't thick enough in thickness to support the mechs in this. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm hoping you can see this. I don't have much of space to be doing videos at the moment, so let's have a look. We'll open this up and see what we get. Nice and firm. There you go. So that can just go. Let's put that over here. Move these mechs out of the way, and that can be sat just there. So Battletech Aces. Okay, so so you can just see as I open up, you get the Alpha Strike Aces, Battletech Aces rule book. So it's 40 odd pages. Seems okay. What does it really cover in here? I'll show you so you can have a look at. So Aces automated opponents. Okay, that'd be interesting to read. The campaign setup. So this must be the campaign book. Okay, so it's not the rule book, it's the campaign book. And the interesting note is that they've partnered up with Levander Studios to put this product together, which is very interesting. So you've got all the card components. This stock, while it's nice, I would have preferred it to be a little bit more thicker, only because some of the durability, but yeah, I think it's the same thickness as Alpha Strike, so I can't really complain. I hope the bridge is better, but these are all the hills, which is fine. And then you're getting in here the mechs, the beautiful mechs. And actually, the Kraken doesn't look too bad. I love the Thunderbolt. Rifleman, okay, yeah, fine. This should have bits for it. There's a bag of bits. I don't see the bag of bits. Must be underneath one of these, because you're supposed to put the radar fins on somewhere on top. Oh look, jump jets. 1, 2, interesting. Okay, well, I hope they're jump jets. Oops, sorry. I get back into the video. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look at these cards. So you've got the gun emplacement. So must be more tokens here. So we'll have a look. Let's put the cards to one side. This is, I think, your pilot. I like that call sign. That's actually brilliant. This is the part I'm going to really enjoy doing. What I suggest to do is, and I didn't bring them here, was to get card sleeves. He says looking for some card sleeves that I've got somewhere. I've got some, but I think if you did them and they're double sided, so you need to get clear sleeves, and then you can just write on them and then clear them off afterwards or something, or just do it on pencil. I'm sure these are probably laminate, so that you can use dry erase markers. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I don't know actually. I don't think they are. They're not. They don't have a. Not that I think these are, but these should be. Yeah, see, these have got the nice glossy finish on them. These cards don't. The pilot cards don't, but the Alpha Strike cards do. But these ones don't, which is really, really annoying. So I might just put some. I might just leave them, or you can get like what's it called, the book cover, sticky back plastic stuff, which I've got some. I'm looking at some on the top of my fridge, and there is some there. So I might just cover them, and I can just use them again and again. Edge abilities learned. Okay, that's I think the things that they progress. So that's kind of nice. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? Yeah, 7. It should be 8. Okay, so you get 8 of those. That's nice and handy. That's really good. I like that. Here, Battletech Aces special order. So these are all the cards and stuff. So I won't break this up yet, but that'll go there. We'll have a look at these. I am keen on going through some of the cards and see what they're like, because yeah, that's a nice color scheme. It's different from the box art cover. This is the green and black. I think it's Epsilon or Tau, some or Zoe Galaxy. Anyway, these are the 2 fulcrums. Nice turreted bits that actually do swivel. Good. It should be fun to paint. So let's take out the mechs, and then we'll talk about the mechs last. My little pups is trying to grab my attention. Yeah, so the Marauder 2C, just quickly, no broken arm. Great, wonderful. So I think it only affects like 3% of the production run. So that's kind of good. So we'll take this out. That can go. And here is the rest of the things in here. So that can go as well. We can look at this separately. So you've got the reference sheet, which is nice. It's a nice thick box. I've noticed just very quickly, somehow with the plastic cover on here, there are some impressions in here, dents. That's really bizarre, and some scuff in it. Yeah, that's not nice. I mean, the quality control on this should be a bit better. I mean, there shouldn't be no reason why there should be marks on here. Anyway, paper sheets for recording your roster. Nice. And then you've got your sorties and everything else that you've played. Okay, great. I wonder if you've got PDFs of those somewhere we can download as well, because I like to keep these pristine. That's the log and log. Oh, so you just do them. So there's probably, what, 8 campaigns or something like that in here. Tokens done on a nice thick card. You can see there. That's nice. I like that. Waypoint markers, targets. Those are for edge abilities, I guess. These are modifiers for TMM to make sure you get those, but we pay to use dice, and that's your tracker. And that's to flip who has initiative. Okay, cool. That's all right. Yeah, it works. It is. So these will be popped. I probably need to get a tray for the box to put everything back into. So that's nice. Oh, this is what I like. The templates. So trenches and river and the bridge. And again, this is a nice thick card. So this is what I like. This is really, really good. This is brilliant. So nice premium terrain pieces. The bridge is going to be very exciting to put together. It's going to be nice and thick. So that'd be interesting. Oh, actually, it has slotting pieces in there. So the thing with this is that you've got to be careful, because once you do it, keep it going in and out, it will wear the tabs away. So you probably have to keep this glued together, I think. Oh, elemental tokens. That's quite interesting. 5. That's nice. But what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to I've got plenty of elementals, so I'm going to paint them up for this, so that'll be all right. So hover APC, interesting. Okay, and you got the other. So you got, actually no, these are emplacements. Interesting. And a light emplacement, medium emplacements. Okay, cool. That's really good. Oh no, so that was that black book wasn't the campaign book. The campaign book is here. So this is a rule book. So why did it say setting up in here in contents? Aces automated opponents, Aces gameplay, Aces campaign rules. I guess this must be the mission book. So this is a campaign mission book. So these must be all the missions in here. It tells you the box contents, all the mechs in here, the token, playing cards, and then battle room review, rules introduction. That's your tutorial, and guided tutorial. Still on the tutorial. And then when do we get to a mission? I'm trying not to sort of... And that's your training simulator. Okay, you got to read through it. All right, fine. Okay, cool. So that's that. Lots of pages. How many we got? 83 pages. And they've... Oh, it's got epilogue as well. Oh, wait, close that quickly. Don't want to see it. So that's not bad. That's actually quite nice. So the mechs. Here the radar for the rifleman. The radar components. And that's the rifleman. It's nice. I like the rifleman, even though it's under it. So let's have a look at the cards and the mechs. So we will have a look at these. I definitely want to open up this. I like that it's got the things, the turret cards as well. I can never open this stuff. Right, so we'll have a look at these. I doubt there'll be pilot cards. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's pilot cards, it's just all mech. Okay, so let's have a look for the rifle. There's the rifleman. And they've just given you the one version of the rifleman. 45 points and 38 points. Not too bad. Look at that damage. For 38 points, 4 at long range. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Only team of 1. Oh, that's got a team of 2. That's really good. But it brings down the damage. And it jumps. 18. What? No wonder. Yeah, I thought so. There were all these jump jets on the back of it. That paint scheme does look really good. Hope you can see that. That black and green. I am tempted to paint it that colour. I was thinking of doing a wacky Jade Falcon, Solomon, Garrison paint scheme of like doing green and yellow triangles on a grey background or something, just to sort of make it different from everybody else, because I see quite a lot of people painting this scheme. But this does pop. I do like it. Okay, anyway, that's that. Rifleman, really nice job. I like it. The Summoner. Now, I am a fan of the Summoner, the Thor. I think it's a brilliant mech. AMS, the cockpit just there. I always thought the cockpit was in that bit there. But anyway, this is a brilliant mech. And even without looking at the sort of the card, like, look at it, short and medium range, 5 damage output, great, not bad movement. And it can, it's got team of 2. And on the reverse, at 3 points less, 3, 4, 3. And again, this is just a solid workhorse. That's also a great paint scheme, red and black. Have they done that as well on that? No, they've done that as a blue. Okay, interesting. So yes, Thor. In terms of sculpt wise, really nice detail. Hardly any flashing whatsoever that I can see. Yeah, they've done. It's great. I think this could be fun. So what I wouldn't mind doing is adding to these guys. So I'm going to definitely add the Shadow Catapult from the Centauri Lancers box. That'd be nice. Maybe even putting in a Stalker, because they do use Inner Sphere mechs. And what else was I looking at? I was going to get another bot. So I've got some other ones like the Goshawk, and the Stone Rhino, and the Marauder 2C, which is obviously a great mech. I've got a second one. So actually, let's look at the Marauder 2C, because I've just noticed something. I've noticed some damage. Anyway, that's the Thor. That's nice. I like that. So that can go there. So on my Marauder 2C, I don't know if you can see that, but on there, you can see that there's a kind of a burn mark or something. That is very odd. Not that that's very odd, but you know, it's nothing to worry about, to be honest. But it is kind of annoying. Can you see it? Just there in the middle. Okay. Anyway, but again, another great sculpt, great looking mech, nice pose. Looks like it's going to do the business. Oh, I love this mech. Oh, I just love it. Look at this. This is beautiful. Only team number one, 52 points. But look at that damage. 6, 6, and 4. You can be fighting at medium range most of the time. You're just going to be laying down the pain. That's just fabulous. And this is a cheaper one at 453. Again, not bad. Good armor. That one can jump. This both can jump, which is great. Yeah, love it. Really, really good. So that's fine. I like that. That's really nice. So yeah, I mean, like, I guess they're all right. That's not too bad. I'm surprised though. I guess the Thor the Summoner was an older mech design, so at some point it would have fallen into garrison duty and stuff. The Fulcrums, there's 2 cards for the Fulcrums. That's really handy. That's really nice. I like that. So here are the Fulcrums. They're good. Again, no noticeable flash. Movement 20, 221, really good damage. Nice armor. Sadly, 42 points. I'd rather have a mech. But you know what? It's okay. And these are 48, so this is even more. Same armor, but more damage. And that's not bad. I mean, Team on 4, that's just brilliant. You are going to be wrecking people with that kind of TMM. Yes, that's quite good. It'd be interesting. I mean, that's very costly as point wise, but we'll see. Elementals. Oof. Ouch. So yeah, first time I think that we're getting elemental cards. I don't recall seeing them before. This is the Gauze version, and then we've got the Clan Foot Infantry. Oh my god. Yeah, so that's nice to see them finally. So we'll have to do. I've got some infantry, luckily, so I'll have to do some infantry bases. So that's handy to know. So we'll get some infantry for those. More clan elemental. They should give you 5 because that's what you should be getting. So it's nice that they're giving you 5 cards for that. That's really good. Oh, then you've got emplacement cards. That's handy. That's pretty good. For 9 points, that's really good. At long range, just throwing the 1 dice at people. A heavy emplacement, which reduces the range, but you got 3 cards for that, which is fine. It would be nicer as 4 because then you can make a square. Yeah, they're only giving 3. Anyway, it's fine. It's not the end, and these are for battlefield support. You should choose to use them. And then we've got a couple of other mechs that we need to have a look at. So that's that done. There, those done. Got 3 more mechs. So we've got the Howler the Baboon. Nice, cheap, 23 points. TM3, wonderful. Got movement 14, does 2-2. That's all right. Very weak. It gets a couple of hits and it's game over. It's all over, man. It's all over. And this one at 20 points, TM3, still good. Damage is reduced. I think you want to pay the 23, get for that 3 points extra. You're going to be getting an extra point of damage. But your movement's not very good, so you're going to have to use a lot of cover to survive and get behind people. So that's that. That's the Howler the Baboon. Nice, not bad. And then we're going to have a look at the Locust. There is the Locust. Seems to have a nice, fairly bigger gun on the top. It got more armor, 42 points. Oh my god, 42 points. It's only got 5 pips. Look at that damage. My god, 5-5 on a team in 3. That is absolutely brilliant. Sorry, Locust, I did you a disservice. Yes, we'll have one of those. That's pretty good damage, to be honest. Putting at 5. We have not looked at the Thunderbolts. I want to have a look at the Thunderbolt in a second because it's one of my favourites. but that's pretty good. That's better. So they've got the same movement, but less, 26 points, but 5 at short range. Not much elsewhere, but do you know what? I'd take that and try and get behind people and get 5 dice on people's back. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, the Fulcrum is the only other one that can do something like that, but it's only got 2 damage at short range. Thing is, this doesn't have much survivability, and the Fulcrum gives you more because it's TMM is 4, it seems. Gosh, there's gonna be some tough decisions people got to have to make, but I think that's the fun of the game. So anyway, let's keep that there. Just going back to the Shadow Cat, it's got TMM 3, and it's got it's at 46, and it's got 1 pip more armor. Oh my god, it's going to be such tough decisions to make. Anyway, let's put them out of the way. That can go there. We're going to look at the Kraken next, and we'll go to the Thunderbolt last. The Kraken, massive, so it's assault mech. Yeah, it just looks odd. Because the normal one, the Bane, has the barreled arms on the sides, which is really, really nice. Makes it look like a raw beast. This just looks like a brick, but as a brick, it's got loads of armor and structure. Oh my god, look at the damage there. Oh my god, it makes me want to throw up. 888. Just sit back, don't move, just destroy everything. And at 69 points, you're going to wreck people. You don't want to face that. Because the thing with this game, Alpha Strike, is that it's a lot easier to hit, and you are going to get pounded. And when you're doing 8, like in BattleTech, like I can run around with a Locust, and it will take some time. It will last a few rounds. But imagine this guy, or even with a team of 3 at medium range plus 5s, needing 8s or 9s. You're going to get 3 or 4 hits a round. The Locust is going to last 2 or 3 rounds, really. Anyway, sorry, digress. It's a beast. But, oh, right, so this one at 55 points, so it's 14 points cheaper, only at 5s. Do you know what? For 14 points, getting 3 more, I'd take that. I'd take that every day. Why wouldn't you? Paint scheme's so good, though, isn't it? It's so nicely done. I love it. I think it's really great. I'm going to have to do that. It just looks so catching, doesn't it? Anyway, that's that. The Thunderbolt, come to him, my baby. Right, the Thunderbolt. This Thunderbolt looks great. I love it. Yep, it just looks gorgeous. So let's have a look at this guy. So this is a cheaper one. 442, loads of armor, loads of structure. Love it. That's what I like to see. It's going to survive. So it's a heavy. It's only a TMM1, 8 jump. Okay, not great, but still put it at medium range. Sit there and just soak it and pound people. 43 points, not bad at all. The other one at 5 more points, no jump, but has a movement of 10. So better movement. Team of 2. That's brilliant. I like that. That's much better. It gives you and less structure, and it's doing more damage at the short and medium range. The long range it keeps the same. So you want to get this guy in and just blow people away. And having a team of 2, it's not bad considering like the summoner's got a 2, the rifleman's got a 2. But when it's 1, that's when it's poor. So for a heavy mech, you need to be at 2 really to be getting anywhere near that. I wonder if the Marauder 2C is it stuck at 1 because it's got good movement. Yeah, it's stuck at 1. And I don't think you're going to get much better than that, to be honest. Even Thor's at 2, so yeah. And you've got to be playing that, haven't you? I'd hate to face the cheaper version because it's got more structure and armor. It's a beast and it jumps, so it's going to put you on a lot of pressure. The sculpt wise, I like it. I love those. They look like gauze, but they're not. I'm sure they're not. They might be gauze, like gauze or something. Um, the mech, the Thunderbolt always looks great, but that just looks so much better. It's a fabulous mech. So yeah, I like that. That's great. Actually, I was going to be really disappointed with the mechs, but I'm not. Having looked at them, I think they're actually quite nice mechs. Even like the Kraken was I wasn't very keen on, and the Rifleman. And I guess what they can't keep doing is doing the same mechs over and over again because you're not going to buy it. What I would have appreciated was maybe put the price up a teeny weeny bit and put in a few more mechs, like just to help people out starting. Like, maybe even. Thing is, this assumes that you have Alpha Strike box set, and in some places, getting hold of the Alpha Strike box set is difficult, if not impossible. But if you've got it, then you're on a winner because you've got the up four, I guess, and you've got other mechs that you could be using as well. So I'm definitely going to combine my Alpha Strike box and put it together with a bunch of other stuff, because what I wouldn't mind doing is doing a garrison force, and maybe I'll do the two paint schemes. So I might do a bunch like this in the green and black, and then do my weird triangle camo for another bunch that I can use for any clan Solomon, which would be really nice. And then I can just mix things up for later on. So I think actually it's looking to be really nice. Was there anything else that I think they should have included in here? Funky dice. I love dice. I'm obviously bored of the white six-sided dice that you normally get in the box sets and stuff. I wish they would do a set of dice for BattleTech with the chevrons or something cool and interesting. Bit like in Hero Quest expansions, they have different colored dice. I just like the brand BattleTech. I like to see things with BattleTech on different things. So I think a set of dice or two sets of dice, one like green for the Jade Falcon and one for, I don't know, a different color for whatever for the up four. That would have been sweet, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it just been like, imagine getting green and black dice as a set of pair. So green dice with black numbering or black pips. Oh, that would be really nice. That gives me an idea. I must find somewhere which has green dice and black pips and use them to roll for this force. Ooh, ideas. Okay, anyway, this is my review of BattleTech Aces Scouring Sands. This looks great. I'll let you know when we play and give you updates on this. I'll give you updates on the painting that I've done at some point. I believe there's going to be a summer release of another BattleTech Aces campaign called Snowblind. So again, that's going to be quite good because it's based around one of my favourite clans, the Ghost Bears. Whoop, whoop. So yes, get your Kodiaks ready. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, I should be doing sound effects. This looks great. Let me know what you like about BattleTech AC Scouring Sands. I'm actually kind of keen and excited now about Alpha Strike, more so than I've done before. I'm not paid to be positive or excited, but I am. Because this actually looks really nice. I can't wait to put together a Merc Force for this. And it's going to be exciting. I mean, considering what the Op 4 is, Jesus, I'm a bit scared. It's going to be daunting, but I love fighting the clans because you're the underdogs. Anyway, please leave a like or subscribe. If you don't like it, I totally understand, but let me know why. I'll try and improve my future videos. Thank you everybody who's subscribed, and thank you everybody who's been watching my videos. I know I don't do enough, but I will try and get stuff out. It's really hard and challenging. I do a lot of driving and work-wise stuff, and I have other things and commitments, running campaigns and stuff. But anyway, it's a good time to be in BattleTech. So, yeah, happy hunting. Catch you in the next video. Bye.